Hello, Taurus. Hope you guys are keeping well. Thank you for being here. We're going to get you a general love reading today. We're going to start off with an oracle message. I've already pre-shuffled the cards, so we're not going to spend too much time doing that. So let's see what comes out for you today, Taurus. Today is, what is today? I think it's July 3rd, maybe. My cat is trying to hunt me right now. He keeps looking over the table, or trying to look over the table to see my hands. So if you guys hear me jump or something, it might be because he's about to jump on me. I don't know why he's being so evil right now. Okay, Taurus, love. Wow, beautiful energy. Okay, so just reiterating for your love reading today, it is going to be love driven. So you could have love on the mind, or you could be in love. We'll see. We're going to get the tarot to clarify. If you do have somebody on mind, or somebody you've been thinking about, I want you to think of them. We're going to see, how you're being viewed by this person. And if this is something that hasn't happened yet, just try to, maybe you can even save the reading and see, if you do meet somebody, if it resonates later. All right, Taurus, let's see how you're being viewed. The Ace of Swords. Okay, we've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy here. So you're being viewed as somebody who's quite intelligent, somebody who communicates very clearly. Pardon me. This could also be telling me that maybe you have expressed something. Excuse the noise in the background if you can hear it. It's going to be loud now, of course. There's something here about communication that you've expressed to this person. You're being viewed as somebody who's very to the point, not beating around the bush. You expressed something here that was very clear, could have even put up some boundaries. We'll see. Let's see what the challenge is. Wow. Okay, we've got the 10 of Wands. So the challenge is something feels very burdensome, very overwhelming, very exhausting. Maybe this love is something that has caused a lot of difficulty for you. Something has closed out here. This is a 10. I'm so sorry about the noise, you guys. As soon as I start, they come and pick up garbage. Let's see what else. Okay, yeah, there you are with that sword. So you've stepped into the Queen of Swords energy here, Taurus. There's something that you expressed to this person. You may have even cut somebody off, but there's something that you expressed. You can see you're very clear about what you've expressed, what you've said to this person. They're viewing you as somebody who's a little bit cold, a little bit detached in love. But I feel like it's for good reason. I feel like something, was very challenging, very exhausting for you to continue. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, let's see how you're viewing this person. The Hanged Man, Pisces energy, Major Arcana here. Okay, so, pardon me. You're viewing them as somebody who wastes time, somebody who's kind of leaving you hanging. And I feel like you look at this person as they don't really get going, like they don't move quick enough. There's somebody who kind of is a little bit of a procrastinator, perhaps. And I feel like that could be something that you don't really jive well with. Maybe you're somebody who's tried to assist them to get up and go, do something, pardon me, responsibility-wise, that you've kind of had to be the leader in this connection. So that can be very frustrating, very exhausting, having to, constantly remind somebody of their responsibilities, but also picking up the slack. So let's see your feelings about this person. Yep, there you are. Giving. You may be giving to them and multiple people, like energetically, financially. There's something here that talks about you being the merchant, you constantly having to provide, whether it's your time that you're spending with them, your knowledge, your money, your efforts. And it's like this person just receives. I don't see any reciprocation here. And you do this from the heart. You do this because you're a very fair person. You're a very grounded person. This is energy of Earth, right? Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So this is your energy here. This is how you feel about this person. Yeah, constantly giving them new bits of information, new pieces of tips or just shortcuts. I feel like you constantly come to this person's rescue. I feel like you're learning something different here of how to be there for this person, but giving less. I see you giving much less. You're not giving all that you have. You could have even risked your own finances at one point to be so helpful for this person. And I feel like they are gaining some sort of new perspective on the situation. Maybe you've had to say something quite frank with them for them to understand, you know. Let's see. Yeah, the wounded warrior. This is something that you didn't want to give up on. You felt for this person. This is somebody you have a lot of love for, a lot of passion for, a lot of, and it could be family. It doesn't have to be a love situation, but this is somebody that, you know, they may even have some sort of disability or some sort of ailment. They don't have to. It could be yourself or neither of you, but there's some energy here of feeling very, very depleted, very tired, very burdensome with all these responsibilities, trying to keep the growth going, trying to keep things moving ahead, not letting things slip through the cracks. And I feel like you really hung in there. Something has closed out because you have spoke some sort of truth to this person, and it could have hurt them. They could be looking over at you like, you know, looking at you like you've given up on them, perhaps. But you're somebody who does not give up. You've persevered, and you're somebody who constantly shows up. Okay, you're somebody that people can rely on. And I feel like this person knows that, so they may have even abused that. Yeah, the Empress. There you are, guys. Taurus, Libra. You've stood your ground. I feel like you came out of this Empress energy and showed up as a Queen of Swords because, you know, there's only so much that you can take before you feel taken advantage of, right? So you have this loving, mothering, nurturing energy about you where you create things, you make the home beautiful. You have this sense of motherliness that people really feel safe in your presence. But at some point when you're carrying all the load, whether it's you having to be the one to carry the groceries home, you having to clean the whole house, whether it's you having to financially put money into somebody's account because they can't afford something for that week, or whatever the case is for you guys, at some point you have to put up that sword and speak some sort of reality into this person's mind, because they will continue to take advantage of the Empress. The Empress is somebody who gives, you know, from the heart. They love you. In their feelings, they love you. They love you on a level that is so deep. They feel like the two of you were brought together by a higher power. Okay, there's something here about wanting to give you love equally, wanting to be there to support you. They want to have that mutual respect. I feel like this person maybe has some kind of hangups that, you know, are sometimes out of people's control. It doesn't necessarily mean that they take advantage on purpose. Not for everybody anyway. But this person in their feelings, they still have deep love for you. Whatever you've said, it's left them suspended upside down where they're trying to see your perspective. They are gaining some sort of enlightenment here. I feel like it's kind of, you know, woken them up to see things your way, but they're still hanging there. Okay, so I feel like they're getting some sort of download about this connection, this love, and how to show up for you. Let's see what else comes out. Yeah, the Emperor. They know they need to step up. This is Aries energy. This person is trying to find the willpower to stand up and take charge, take the lead, because they want to be the supportive counterpart to the Empress, okay? So this person could be a business owner, or they could have been a business owner. Maybe they fall upon some hard times. But this person is telling me here that they have the ability to be a very strong leader, be somebody who's determined, not lazy, you know, show up for the Empress and equally show up. Let's see, your feelings. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, you could be married to this person. You could be married to them. You could have a home. It could be a long-term connection. Doesn't have to be marriage always. Wow, 10 of Cups. This person at one point really made you feel secure, very happy, very stable. I feel like the two of you are a great partnership. You guys are showing up as divine counterparts. So there's something difficult that occurred where you had to pick up the load. Okay, you had to kind of be the hero for the day or for the month or for the year or couple years, whatever the case is for you. But in your feelings, you feel this is salvageable. You want a new beginning with this person. You want to plant a new seed to start something new. Again, the 10-10s, we've got the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups. These are all cycles coming to a close so that a new cycle can begin. The Ace, the Page is a new beginning too. So, although very heavy energy, very burdensome, very exhausted energy, the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups is emotional fulfillment, stabilizing a home, stabilizing a marriage, feeling grounded, feeling secure, and being able to build a legacy between the Empress and the Emperor. And don't worry about the genders, you guys. It's just energies. One could be more feminine than the other. Let's see. Yeah, you guys could have had, pardon me, guys. You guys could have had again, something you said really hurt this person, and I feel like it was necessary. It was something that had to be said to kind of get them to see your perspective on a situation. So don't feel regret. I feel like whatever this is, it was something you had to do in order to, express your feelings for this person. Maybe you don't express your feelings as much as they do, or maybe you're somebody, and this is Pisces energy. I don't know if I mentioned that, but maybe they're a Pisces or an Aries. Maybe they are a little bit more on the emotional side. You're a little bit more grounded. You're a little bit more stable in your emotions, or at least, maybe not expressing them as easily. Yeah, this person wants to put in major effort for the Empress. Okay, I feel like whatever was said, whatever argument or disagreement you had, whatever truth you spoke, it kind of shook this person up, and they want to put in the work to impress the Empress again. They want to show up. They want to match your energy, okay, because you're the one that's been taking the lead. Yeah, they want a new beginning with you, the Fool, Aries, Aquarius energy. They feel like they want to let go of all the past hurts, all the past mistakes. They want to let go, and they want to begin again. And they want to do it in a way that's going to free themselves from this tree, free themselves from any regrets or any mistakes that they made. They want to, it's like they're seeking forgiveness, but at the same time, they're showing up that they want to take a risk to stand in the Emperor energy, take control of this connection, take control of your path together. This is how they feel. Look at that, Temperance. Pardon me, Sagittarius energy. This person is really feeling they need to make something right. They need to balance out the imbalance that's been happening, okay? This is somebody who wants to bring peace to your life. They don't want to bring you added stress. They don't want to bring you burdens. They don't want to bring you, all this responsibility with kind of not putting in any work to support you. So this is somebody that I feel like has heard the call, has heard you clearly, loud and clear. They want a chance to show you that they can be this Emperor and show you that they can give you unconditional love, and at the same time stay grounded emotionally and physically in the material world, but to also show you that they can be they can be peaceful for you. They can bring you peace. They can step up for you. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you guys. That's in their feelings. Let's get you a love oracle message and see what comes out. Some of my cards are flipped in reverse, but I'm not going to take any reversals for these love oracle cards. Okay. I'm going to take them upright. I feel like I should take them upright. If I feel called to take it in reverse, then I will, but I usually like to take oracles. Wow, look at that. Lasting love. Yeah, that's the Emperor and the Empress. This is your true love. And I see it with the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. You still have that love for this person. You still have a very soft spot for them. This person could have gone through something very painful, very difficult. I mean, we didn't see the 3 of Swords or anything, but the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, there could have definitely been some sort of burden that happened to both of you or to one of you where it kind of, left the other person having to carry that heavy load. So, we all need support once in a while. We all need somebody to be stronger than us to help us get out of the bottom pit, right? So you have to be the judge if it's worth it for you. If it's somebody who's taking advantage and not making changes, you know what to do, okay? And you've had to stand up for yourself. And although it can be difficult to kind of be cold or whatever, It's necessary to get somebody to wake up and hear you loud and clear, okay? You don't want your life to be all work. You have to have, partnership shouldn't be, you know, tit for tat, but it should be support when you need one another, time apart, a time of separation. So you guys could even be in separation right now. Maybe you guys aren't even speaking. Maybe you stepped out of the house. Maybe one of you took some time away. We've got reaching out. Expect a call or text from your person of interest. And we have holiday. Enjoy a change of scenery to spice up your love life. Wow. So maybe the two of you need to get away. Maybe the two of you, if finances aren't good right now, maybe the two of you just need to go out for a walk together, okay? Meet up, try to express, you know, the love, the deep foundation that the two of you want to create together, okay? So Taurus, I hope that helped you. And if it resonated, please do consider giving it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.